Well, hi everybody, it's Leanne Graff with today's video. Every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Time, I host a free class showing you how to use Stampin' Up! Products. And today I'm focusing on a new bundle, but before we get to that, let's do door prizes. So last week, I'm gonna try and get my laptop synced up before I get into that. So hold on a minute. Not yet. So chime in, let me know you're here, where you're from, if it's your first time here. Love to know that as well. Okay, all right, good morning, Karen and Donna, first one's on. Welcome, you guys are so good about tuning in every week. Okay, last week's prizes were the Fun Flower Resin Shapes for commenting, and it was a kind of a mystery card kit for the sharing prize. So it has 6 cards and envelopes, assorted designer paper, die cuts, and memories and more cards. And it's kind of a, let's see what you can create with. That is the door prize from last week. So the winners of that are, they're not on quite yet. Sorry to disappoint you gals. The flowers, Carol Blackwell will get those, and Tammy Sanis will get the mystery card kit. So congratulations, gals. Thank you so much for sharing and watching and commenting. I really appreciate your loyalty to me, and so many of you are great about watching, sharing, commenting. Let me know what you like, giving your feedback. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay, so this week's prizes are a set of Pearl Basic Jewels for commenting. And for sharing, I have a set of cards. I know a lot of you really like the cards, to get the cards. So this was part of a kit to go project featuring the Happiness Abounds designer paper. A lot of these are fancy folds, so they are great templates for you to use. I really like this layout. I'm gonna have to do that again sometime. You basically take a smaller piece of white or another color and cut it in half on the diagonal and put a piece of designer paper behind it, and then just trim evenly. Love that layout. And then here's another one where your designer paper is the front of the card. So share if you want to be in the drawing for these pretty cards. And yeah, I'll draw winners next week. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm gonna go over kind of a sore subject, and that is the inventory status report. And yesterday we had a few hours where the All About Autumn designer paper was back in stock. And I posted almost right away on my Facebook page that it was there. And yeah, it was gone within a few hours. I did get an order in for those who were waiting for it, but then it's gone. It does not have a date on when it's expected back, so we don't know. I don't know what to say. Yes, the inventory is extremely frustrating for people, Katie. I know, like I've said before, Stampin' Up! Shared with some of us leaders that they have not changed their ordering policy. They're still ordering more than they expect to sell, but we are out buying their forecasting by leaps and bounds. So luckily there's only 2 papers right now that are not available. Yesterday the Trucking Along stamp set went out of stock, but it'll be back in a few weeks, so that's good. The only thing that we know of not coming back is the glow-in-the-dark bats and ghosts. Those are not coming back, this catalog. So trying to be open with you about what's available and when it is. So if you want to take a screenshot, if you're not a demonstrator, demonstrators have this access to this list, but I know customers have to go on each product, and but they don't give a date on the product. So trying to help you out so you can plan your orders. So right now there is free shipping on orders over $75. So I had tons of people who ordered yesterday. My mystery boxes are flying off the shelf. I have one left, a mystery box. So my mystery boxes are filled with $180, actually $180 to $200 in stamps, inks, cardstock, designer papers, embellishment, cards and envelopes, punches, bundles, dies, lots of things. So they are free for you with a $75 order. And so, like I said, I have one left. So contact me before you order if you want one. I'll let you know if it's gone. So free shipping, all orders over $75, and also giving away a free gems for orders that use a host code and are not part of the mystery boxes. So let me know if you want to place an order. The other really good thing is, gosh, if it was me and I loved Stampin' Up, I would do this. I would probably do this one. 35% off the cost of the starter kit, $64.35. And you get $125 in product of your choice. So I think I would choose that one because it's almost double. It's almost double what you're paying for. You get, instead of $64, you get $125 in product of your choice. Then I would do that today. Then by tomorrow you'll be a demonstrator. Then I would put in another order and get the free shipping. So I would start out low and get free shipping with another one. This is already free shipping. All our starter kits are free shipping. So this lasts all of October. The free shipping ends Wednesday. So if you want to, get to be a demonstrator and enjoy the discount, do that today. And then maybe tomorrow you'll be opted in and you can get a free shipping order of any amount. Now, I do want to say that when you join as a demonstrator right now in October, you actually have until the end of March to meet your first $300 minimum. You have any order you place in October, November, December, January, February, and March counts towards your first $300. So you have a lot of months to get that $300 order in. Then you're carried over for another 3 months. So if you have any friends that stamp with you, they can help you meet your minimums unless you think you can do it yourself. But it's an awesome deal right now to join. And Stampin' Up! is promoting right now kind of ending loneliness, I guess. People at a certain age, if you're not working or you're not going out, what do you do? And if you're not involved in things, getting involved with stampers, it really is a gathering type craft where you craft together, gather a friend, do something together. So yeah, it really is something that you do together. So consider that when you're also wanting to think about getting things at a discount. Anyway, you also get a free onstage event in November. That's a $77 value. We get to pre-order from the new catalogs early. We get to see them early, the celebration and spring catalogs. But that's some of the benefits of being a demonstrator, besides getting all the perks of being a flower bug and things. Yeah, exactly. Stamping saves your sanity. There's something about being creative, something about giving your cards. I've heard more and more from people who are donating their cards to others, to groups, to needy groups. I donate to our cancer care center every month. I drop off a box of cards and they're just free. They just take what they want, whoever wants to take them. You can find places to donate your cards to. If you're making cards and you're like inundated with extra cards, find somewhere, a nursing home, Ronald McDonald House, veterans. There's so many groups who are looking for cards. Yeah. Okay. All right. Off my soapbox. Let's see if I think that's all I have. I have some things to share at the end of the video, so hang in, stay with me. I have some Halloween projects to share with you, but first I'm going to work on 3 projects featuring this new bundle. So I am really liking this bundle. It's got lots of great greetings, plus some little other images, and of course the frames that match the punch. So I'm going to share 3 or more projects. I made it, it's 1 extra, I think, that I'm not going to make today. But yeah, Heartfelt Hexagon, really neat. This is online, not in any catalog. I think, don't quote me, but I think it might be a sneak peek of something from the spring catalog. I cannot remember what, if it's not just an online only, so I think it is. Oh, that's awesome, Kathleen. Good for you. 100 cards a month. That's amazing. And Shar donates to Ronald McDonald's and a community center and military. Thank you, gals, for sharing that. I appreciate that. I know so many people donate, and it's part of why we enjoy stamping, is to give to others. And if you don't have enough friends to give to, you've got to find another venue or another place to donate your cards to. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. Okay, here's a card I'm not going to make, but this is one I actually had this whole card front minus the greeting ready. I just wasn't sure what I wanted to put in the center. Well, this filled the bill exactly. So this, oh gosh, the name of these dies, somebody look it up for me. I don't have my catalog handy. But I just used, and this is probably one of my favorites in this set. I hope your day is filled with joy. I mean, it's for anything, maybe except for a sympathy card. But great greeting, yeah. So that is using the Inked Botanicals designer paper and Calypso Coral, Vanilla, and Lost Lagoon. So that's one sample that I made yesterday because it was sitting on my desk for months. And I just wasn't sure what I wanted to finish it with. So, okay, so that's that card. Now the next card, I'm going to share, it's a swap, and oh, I do have the name. Bonnie O'Neill made this card, and I really liked the way you can use 3 different designer papers on it. So this is my inspiration for the card I'm going to share next here. Okay, so my card, I decided to go with the Moody Mauve, and basically didn't change it up much at all, except maybe where the patterns are. But yeah, so we're going to change this up just a little. I had another piece of cardstock facing the other way. So this is 4 1/4 by 11. This is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. So you can, once you get a card that you really like, save it. I have a shoebox full of card layouts and fun folds that I save so I can use quick inspiration. I can go online, but I have the actual card right here. So I love that. I save a lot of cards that way. Okay, so we are going to use Moody Mauve and a little bit of Peacock because that's what that is. All right, so I have some pieces here. This is my inside. So we're going to, these are all, I think, upside down. There we go. So the measurements will be on a project sheet that I share with you next week. Let me just get my glue here. So I believe, if I remember right, oh, I actually wrote them down so I can tell you. This piece at the top is 3 7/8 inch across, and it is 1 7/8 inch tall. So we got a little bit of an 1/8 inch thing going on. And just see, make sure that these are going to work out. Yep. Changed it up just a little bit, adding a little more peacock on this one. Now this is using the gorgeous All About Autumn that was, like I said, available for just a few hours, and people ran and ordered, who knows, maybe some people are ordering for kits or classes or whatever, but they sold out so fast. Okay, so let's do a ribbon. So when you do this, I have a layer of ribbon here, and I want to show you my favorite way of adding ribbon and a bow. So we'll do that, and we'll do another piece for the knot. All right, so the reason I do this is exactly so I can get that nice flat knot on my card. This is why I do this, because inevitably if you tie, so I put, let's just move this away. I put the long piece across, the short piece underneath it. And then you simply tie a overhand knot. And it's always, always, the bad side is on the top for some reason. So then, but then you just flip it over. That's why I do it separately. Now, when you're using a ribbon, now this in color ribbon is fairly thick. The secret to not having a big, thick knot is to not tie it too tightly. So that will help you not have a great big thick knot. Okay. All right, now I can simply decide which is the better side and wrap it around here. Now when I do this, the nice thing about this is I can slide this anywhere I want. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it centered like that one. Probably put it up toward the middle, turn it over, add my tape runner or seal long ways on the card, and then just wrap it. I'm not gonna press it too firmly in case they're not centered, but yeah, it's centered. Okay, all right, now we'll just close this card up so it mines and add my glue. And center it. So this vanilla piece was 4 inches by 5 1/4. Now next week the project sheets will be posted, free project sheets for you on my blog. So if you're not going to my blog, and I don't actually have my link to my blog, but it's flowerbug.net, flowerbug.net. So that is my blog link. So we are going to use first, I think we'll stamp the greeting, and I think this is a beautiful sympathy card. So I'm going to do sympathy, stamping my words in the Moody Mauve and the, let's see, my inside. I thought this was appropriate as well for a sympathy, sending lots of love, hugs and love. Okay. These are all from the Heartfelt Hexagons. Hexagon. Okay. All right. Let's do, I think we're done with this ink. Moody Mauve and Pretty Peacock, all inspired by the All About Autumn designer paper. Okay, so we'll stamp our little outline that matches the punch. And this can get a little bit interesting as far as trying to get it straight. Yeah, let's see, I have this little piece right here is so pretty. So I'm going to stamp that right here. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for stamping. Yeah, it is a fun layout, isn't it? All right, so now we will simply punch this using the outline dots. And then I have a Pretty Peacock layer. So what I love about the punch, and some punches are like that, where they're very friendly for layering. This is one of those that you just simply cut your punch in half, add some adhesive, and do it one at a time. So let me get in the center so you can see a little bit more. And just looking at the outside edges, making sure there's nothing, I can see a little crooked, there we go, nothing showing on the edges. So we're just layering the, now you could punch 2 more and do the outside and have a complete layer, but I don't think it's necessary all the time, so this is plenty. Okay, isn't that pretty? All right, let me get my dimensionals, and it looks like I'm on the edges, which is just fine. I tend to just tear my edges and use them that way. Can you hear that pounding? That's a woodpecker on our house. They love to peck on our house. Our siding is cedar. So they just love it, and it's annoying. We have not found any damage, but I don't know, we just haven't seen any. But my cats go crazy. Okay, so we will simply add this layer. And this is I have 2 really easy cards and then 1 fun fold to share with you today. Aren't those pretty sympathy cards? yeah, that paper, I hope it comes back. If you don't have it, I hope you can get it. Yeah, I know it's so frustrating, the fact that that All About Autumn paper is not available. Running out of stock so much, but it is what it is. I know some people don't like that, but that's the way it is. Okay, let's do our second really easy card before we move on. There we go. So I am using the new Delightful Floral designer paper here. So this, I purposely did this card, and I'm going to do different colors here today, but because I had these scraps, I had this long scrap and I had another piece that was just a little bit bigger, and I wanted to remind you that you can just grab some scraps and layer them. So this is simply a piece of, I think it's 1 3/4 by 4.5. No, 1 3/4, let me see, I'm looking at my measurements. Yeah, by 4.5 long, yep. And this one is 2.5 by 4. And just simply layering your pieces on here is the start of a whole card base, and then just add a punch. It's just super simple to use your designer paper this way. Don't think too hard about it, and think you have to have a big design. Just grab some scraps and put them together. And I'm going to turn this on its side, see if I can stamp that way. And I'm going to do that, sending you lots of love and hugs. See if I can do this crooked, like I had to on this scrap of white. I think I can. We'll see if that's straight or not. Okay, all right. Now I know, I have a feeling I'm going to have to trim that to get it in my punch normally. Yep, that works just fine. This is the other outline. So there's two. One's dotted and one's kind of a frame and dots around it. So yeah, it's really a neat punch. It reminds me of another one we've had. Okay, so if you noticed this, what do you think that's from? Anybody catch that? It is from, oh my goodness, I forgot to check the name of this punch. I can't believe it. But yeah, this is a punch in the annual catalog, and this is a 1-inch piece of cardstock. So I'm going to turn it over, and it works out pretty nicely to use a 1-inch piece. I'm going to back off just a little bit in case it's too short. Because I don't want it to be too short for this project here. So insert it, and then I cut mine maybe a little too short. I think it was 3.5. It should probably have been 3 3/4. So let's see what we think. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that is, I don't know if it's a ribbon border punch, but I can see I'm just a little wider than 1 inch. So I'm going to just trim these little notchy things off so it's nice and smooth. That'll go under our greeting. But first, I'm going to grab another pretty peacock punch underneath my paper. I do that all the time, and it's not going to show. You have to be sure, but I know it's not going to show. All right. So you see how this helps, putting it on this side. If I put it on this side, I would probably have adhesive in the center, and then my workspace would get all gluey. Okay. I know some people have a hard time doing that. So this is Delightful Floral designer paper in the online store. And it is, I'm featuring it in my Kits to Go this month. So you can see I am not, I'm just making sure it's straight. I don't have any edges even. This and this are even, but the rest, it's not even, and I'm just fine with that. It does not have to be even. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm glad you're here, whether you're late or not, and hopefully you will enjoy the projects. So I'm punching, this is the hexagon punch, and if you cut it in half, you can get layers. Okay, now I'm going to just add some adhesive here. Center that as best I can. Could use my grid paper, couldn't I? I think that's pretty good. Now, more edges of my designer paper, or my, okay, so this, such a simple card, isn't it? You'll have to decide which one you like better. Whether you're a pink girl or guy, or a green and lemon lime. So I love this simplicity of this. You can see I didn't layer them the same. This one's a little longer piece than that one. Just shows that you can just use any size scrap and layer one of them and you've got a great card. So hopefully that inspires you to look at your scraps a little bit when you're using that. And the first card we made also was, I had a bunch of scraps in my bin that I had sliced off from a full layer, so you have scraps to use on your cards. So yeah, so pretty. Love that papers, those papers. Okay, so last is a fun fold card, and now remember, each of these projects will have a project sheet posted on my blog on flowerbug.net. That is my blog link, flowerbug.net. So, and this one I was also inspired by a swap. Now, I don't have the name. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. This is Gwen Duckworth made this card. Well, isn't it cute? It's a Christmas card, and it's a gift card holder. So she did hers a little bit different, and I might just try that on this one with the same ribbon. I might just see if I can do that, change mine up a little bit. So I don't have this stamp set, but I thought I'm gonna make it work with this. So this is my inspiration, and here is the card that I made. I wanted to make a birthday card because I love the Let's Eat Cake greeting, and so it is a gift card as well. However, I did not wrap my ribbon around there. I actually glued my ends at the very top so it would hold the gift card. So I wrap my ribbon this way. I'm gonna try. We'll see if I can do it this way and show you a little bit different option. All right, so now this, I did finish one project sheet. So this is what is on my blog. When I post the cards from my videos, you can go to my blog next week. So usually it's the week after. This is October 10th video, so it'll be the week of October 17th. It has the products in the back. It has the dimensions and the pictures and the directions on. So these are free project sheets on my blog for my video projects. All right, so I'm switching this card up. I love to switch it up and try something new. So this time I'm going to do Pool Party as the card base and not red. So I'm just swapping the colors around. You can see that. Now I can see, I don't know if you see that. It's off just a little bit. So to fix that, I'm going to bring my ends together and then use my bold folder, and now it is all perfectly even again. So you can, if you ever are off a little bit on measurements, go ahead and do that. Just make it mind. All right, so we have on here, I don't know if you can see that, the texture is from the embossing folder, Merry Melody. So that's the embossing folder with the music notes. And that is in the annual catalog. You can find that. All right, so we will go ahead and adhere the textured layer. What I don't always know is what is upside down and what is right. This looks better. I do know music. I was in orchestra and I played guitar when I was young. So I do know, but it just still, I'm just not positive, but somebody who knows music better can critique it. Okay, that's the inside layer. Then I believe this will be here and this will be here. Yes. Okay. And I don't like to adhere anything that is stamped until I have stamped it, because there's always another side. So I know a lot of people would stamp that, would adhere that right away, but I'm not going to. So we're going to stamp our inside so I can be done with that. My favorite greeting is the I hope your day is filled with joy. Okay. Clean that right away so the red doesn't stain as bad. That red, it really does a number on our stamps. Okay, put that aside. We're going to stamp this little flower that's in here. There's a daisy and a flower. So we'll do the leaves first. Yeah, this is the right way. Okay, I'm cleaning them right after I stamp. It's just kind of a habit. All right, back into my red, which is over here. Okay, clean that. And now, while this is out, I'm going to set this aside and grab my scrap and do, let's see, cake. Stamp off and clean in my chamois that's out of the picture. Then we will do our border. Okay, love this set. It's so fun. Now I'm going to do, I think I'll do it in red. Another favorite trim piece. Okay, done stamping. Oh, almost done stamping. All right, almost done stamping. Let's punch this out. So hello everybody, thank you for joining in and thank you for saying hi when you do log in. I don't always see who's on unless you say hi. Okay, there's that. This is the Hexagon, Heartfelt Hexagon and the punch bundle that I'm featuring today. And wouldn't you know, I did not bring a piece of red cardstock, but this is my layer underneath. If I punch one right here, I wonder if that would work. I forgot to bring another layer for this piece. So this will go, that'll be my layers. This, and it might not work. Maybe we don't like the fa la la on a layer. Well, actually, no, I don't like fa la la because it's not a Christmas. Although you can't read it anyway. Well, we'll just leave it for now. See what I decide. All right, so you might be wondering about the cupcakes. No, there are no cupcakes on the stamps in this stamp set, but I was looking for a cake and I found this cupcake in Circle Sayings. So that's where the cupcake is. And I decided to just simply stamp it everywhere, all the way around, kind of half off, half on, just change it up. Kind of a fun way to stamp your background. Okay, then, okay, done stamping. Kind of doing this on the fly with you today. So that is how that would be, and this would be here. I really need a red layer. I'm gonna grab my red piece. Hold on a second. This is another piece from the Merry Bold and Bright. So I'm gonna just punch. I suppose I should do it down here. Another one, it just needs that second layer of bright, nice bright red on here. Okay. And you don't even know it's striped when you look at the card, but I suppose if you looked really closely, it's moving as to hair. So easy to layer. Okay, and my dimensional edges I'll use 3 here. Now, look how she did that. I'm just trying to I can do this. Probably could sponge. Sponging a red border on here would be really, really nice as well. And I see, yeah, she has her ribbon. I'm going to copy her. She has her ribbon underneath this layer, where for me, I had this ribbon over the layer. We'll see. See what we do, what we like. I'm going to try it her way. Add this. So this would be a great Christmas card, gift card layout as well. It wouldn't have to be birthday. And of course, money works also. So the reason I believe she used this ribbon, and this is the new iridescent ribbon, 1/2 inch width that she used from the holiday catalog. So when you do this, the reason she did that, and I'm going to follow her plan, see which way we like it. And what you do is you could use glue dots, but I'm going to do this. This is going to hold the gift card closed. Just trying to make sure it's even. So I don't have to add any glue now. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so then we'll just, let me just measure that again. Okay. I like to add a little bit more glue than normal when I have texture. Okay. I see that leaked out just a little bit there. What do you think? Different, totally different look to these cards because of I did not add any gems. I can still add gems. Yeah, it is a really cute gift card holder. So I don't know if you can see that, but I did add some iridescent rhinestones here. Maybe this time I will add just, oops, let me use the other end. This one's better with the little putty on it. What do you think of just one right down there? Let's try that. Something different. Okay, so there are our gift card holders. And remember that the free project sheet for this will be on my blog next week. So I usually, I'm a week behind when I post from my videos. So you can get those. They're printable PDFs. So here are the cards we made today. Oops, get my ribbon out of here. There's that and that, all with the Heartfelt Hexagon bundle. All right, so yeah, what was your favorite? Anybody have a favorite? I mean, are you really into like these? Are you into the soft, muted colors, or the brights and the bold brights? Honestly, I like them all, but these are kind of my colors. But for Christmas too, I do really like blue and red together. Even the pool party in red or balmy blue and red. Great Christmas color combinations that are a little bit different. So yeah, like the green one, Jean, awesome. Yeah, I really like those colors. Those are some of my favorites. Okay, now I have other things to share with you. First up, and I don't know if she's on, she tends to be watching, but one of my team members, Candy, was our Artist of the Month for September, and I'm behind. She sent them late. She kind of had to rush. She had a lot going on. So I didn't get them until a few days ago, but she had the Bag of Bones bundle. So this is one of her cards. She heat embossed the skeletons on colored cardstock and then die cut them, added a little heart. She made her own background, debossed it, rubbed her ink across it, used the new deckled circle dies, really cool, and the new ribbon, the vanilla and black ribbon. So that's one of her cards. Here's another one. I love the torn cardstock look. Now, this is the Them Bones designer paper. Look at the cowboy boots and the hat. She fussy cut the Happy Halloween. Really cute. Cute. So, and this one, this is part of that designer paper that is a panel. So she cut that out using the deckled rectangle dies, a little bit of the ribbon in the corner. She heat embossed the dog and the cat skeletons. Look at his little vest. Really cute. This is the printed card designer paper from Them Bones. The designer paper is all from Them Bones. Here is this one. I love the monochromatic look and that tombstone type background and that little skeleton peeking through with the dog and cat. Now these are stamped on the glow-in-the-dark specialty paper. And when you do that, you have to use Stays-On ink. When you're stamping on that glow-in-the-dark paper. It has a slight vanilla tone to it, but it's not quite pure white, but it works fine here. But yeah, I love her stamped background with the bones and the little die cuts that she got. Really neat monochromatic card. And then she did a treat holder with that same tombstone. She just simply wrapped it together. I think she's got a little piece of cardstock running, a strip running between, so it holds that open. Neat little trick-or-treat gift. And then she made a, what do you call these long cards? Drawing a blank, somebody help me. But look at all the details here. The little dancing skeleton holding on to his, his dog on a leash and the cat on the top and another one behind. And this is also the glow-in-the-dark paper that she die cut and put on there. So all these dies are from the Them Bones paper. What are these cards called? Gosh, I'm slimline card. Gosh, drawing a blank. Okay, those are Candy's Artist of the Month. I'll be sharing these this next week as well, maybe even this week. I'll be sharing them on my blog, so you can, with some measurements as well. So thank you, Anne. I did finally remember. Yeah, so awesome job, Candy. Very creative and just fun cards with that bundle and the whole suite, basically. So yeah, wanted to share those. Now next I'm going to share my card kits to go for October. I always do 2. I also have Christmas cards. So if you are looking for Christmas card kits or tutorials, please go here for my Christmas cards. You can opt in by, I have a limited number, so when I run out, I run out. But yeah, my Christmas, I have 3 different Christmas card kits, and these bunch of cards are my latest from the Delightful Floral. So they're all fun folds. So this is the one, they're pretty much the same, these 2, different designer, well, no, same designer paper. This is another one, a little bit of a latch fold, so it kind of catches. I did a video on this a few weeks ago. So there's that one. And then this one is the fold and tuck pinwheel type card. And then there's this one, which is kind of a double flap, but it overlaps a little bit. And look how pretty when you texture that, that layer right there. So this has a little bit of fresh freesia in it. And then last but not least is one of the triple stack and cut cards. So these are one of my October card kits to go. It features this stamp set. You don't have to have it, but it does help to have that to finish off the cards. Like I said, you can use whatever you have. I design my cards around greetings only for my kits to go. So you don't have to have a specific stamp set. You can just use any greeting you have. Some of these are from the Sentimental Park stamp set. The others are from the Translucent Florals. You get a share of the Sequins Trio and the Glitter White Ribbon and half a pack of the designer paper in this kit. So it's $20 in product, 10 pre-cut cards, a PDF tutorial, all for $28. It's a really good deal. I only charge like $4 for these 10 cards. So I use the hostess rewards for me to afford to be able to do that. So I pass on I get the cardstock and all on my hostess rewards, so I can afford to do that and give you a really good deal. 10 cards and PDF for basically $4. If you count product, $20, add tax and shipping, it's at least $4. And then, so from 24 to 28, $4 for the 10 cards. So here is my next one, and these are so fun. I just adore our Memories and More cards. They are so unique, so fun, and easy. So this card kit is 10 cards, good size cards. They're 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and matching envelopes. So 10 cards, 10 envelopes. You get 2 spools of twine, a red and white and a silver. You also get a sheet of dimensionals, and you don't get the rhinestones that I added on some of these because it went beyond the $20 in product for the cards, but you get the PDF tutorial and all that product for $28 plus shipping. So if these are a limited quantity, go here, flowerbugshop.com, to order any of my card kits. I have some left over from last month as well. So you can combine shipping and save money and get both, or add even on my Christmas card kits too. Okay, I think that's it. I think I shared everything I could share, and we are done for today. So thank you so much. I will see you next week, Tuesday, for another free class. All right, happy stamping. And I really like to encourage you, please send some cards. If you're making cards, you need to send cards. There's always a reason. Hey friend, thinking of you, that's kind of the best cards. It's just no reason sending a card, just thinking of you. And you're in my mind. Yeah. So send some cards this week. All right. See you next time. Okay. Bye-bye.